You guys, I am 25 weeks today. So, it's been a rough month since my last bump date. And the weeks just kind of got past me and I didn't realize what today was. And I usually film my bump dates the day before. Like, I'm actually 25 weeks today. So when you guys are seeing this, I am 25 weeks and 1 day. Usually I would film on the last day of the week. So I would usually film, like, I should have filmed on when I was 24 weeks and 6 days and completely skipped my mind. So I'm filming today at 25 weeks. So, baby girl, she was the size of a grapefruit at 21 weeks. Then she went to, they say that this is weighs by, or weighs like. So, 21 weeks, she weighed like a grapefruit. Then she weighed like a zucchini at 22 weeks. Then she weighed like a large mango at 23 weeks. And weighs like a papaya at 24 weeks. And at 24 weeks, it said that she was 11.81 inches from head to toe. And she weighed roughly about 1.32 pounds. So, symptoms that I've been having, not really any. I have been more tired than usual. But honestly, I think that's just because it's been so hot. Otherwise, my appetite has come and gone. So I have days where I'm just like, I don't want to eat, but like I force myself to eat. And then there are other days where I cannot get enough food, I feel like, and I eat like 12 times a day. It's not actually 12 times a day. I eat my 3 meals and snacks in between, but like the other night I was so hungry, and after dinner, like an hour after dinner, I was like, I'm still really hungry, and I went out and got more dinner. And I don't know, some days it's there and some days are not. So it's hard to distinguish how a day is going to be for me. Cravings that I've had. Right now, my current craving is pierogies, like the Mrs. T's cheddar and potato pierogies. I made those for dinner last night, and I made 6, 3 for me and 3 for Tim. And I also made pork, but I have not wanted to eat like meat. Steak, pork, chicken, hamburger, like anything meat, I'm just like, nah, I'll pass. So I make him steak or chicken or whatever, and then usually I just have like the side, like macaroni and cheese or some type of pasta or potato or something like that, and then I'll get like a pot pie or something like that. The pot pies are really the only way that I can eat meat. Like yesterday when I was making dinner, we had pork chops, and looking at them in the package made me want to throw up. So I haven't been eating stuff like that. So I just kind of eat what I can that I make of dinner, and he eats all the meat and everything. But anyways, so I made the 6 pierogies. I had 3, he had 3, and then about 20 minutes after we were done eating, I told him, I was like, man, I really wish I had more pierogies. And he went out, he made himself 2 more, and he made me 6 more. So I had 9 pierogies last night, and they were delicious. Another craving that I've had have been the French onion chip dip with chips, obviously. There for a while I was craving not plain chips, but cheddar and sour cream chips with the dip. I don't know. Cocoa Puffs are still pretty strong. And like around 22 weeks, I wanted a Kit Kat so bad. I was like, all I could think about was, I want a Kit Kat. I need a Kit Kat. Gotta get a Kit Kat. So I went to the store and got one, and it was fantastic, and it satisfied that craving, so I haven't wanted it anymore. But yeah, pretty much chips and dip and pierogies right now with Cocoa Puffs. Not all together at the same time, obviously, but you know. My weight is still hanging in around where it has been. So I started this pregnancy, I don't want to say my actual weight or anything, but I started it at one weight, and I lost about 20 pounds in the beginning of my pregnancy, which is normal for me. I lost 30 pounds with Austin's pregnancy. So I lost 20 pounds in the beginning of the pregnancy, and I haven't gained nor lost anymore since about 12 to 14 weeks. Usually like the first trimester, I think, is where I lose all the weight. But right now, I'm eating regularly, she's growing like she should be and everything, but I'm just not gaining weight. So I don't know. I do plan to talk to my doctor about it when we go in. My next appointment is June 8th, and then I have one more monthly appointment, so I will have an appointment around July 4th, roughly. And then I will start my every 2-week appointments. So it's getting in there, and I'm so excited. But nesting has kicked in, and I want to get her room all put together and stuff taken out and stuff brought in and just get everything all put together. But I don't have the means to do it all myself. I have to wait for Tim to do some of it and everything like that. But I do what I can while he is at work. Me or Tim will read a book to her every night. Movements. I started feeling movements at, I think, 20 weeks and 6 days. I think that's what it was. So it was like right after my last bump date. That night I felt movements, I do believe. But it was such an awesome feeling. So I didn't ever feel the flutters that everyone told me that I would feel. They said, you know, you'll feel these flutters, they will feel like butterflies, and I never personally felt that. A lot of people were like, oh, you're feeling it, but you just don't know that you think it's gas. I don't even feel gas bubbles, okay? I don't feel any movement, like, gas-wise, or the flutters, or anything like that. So, I wasn't just passing it off as gas bubbles, because I don't feel gas bubbles either. I don't know. But at the 20 weeks, 6 days, she started kicking, and I could visibly feel it, and Tim asked what it felt like. I said it feels like I'm being poked from the inside, and he obviously wasn't able to feel it at that point. I think it was the beginning of 24 weeks. She started kicking really hard. She was obviously growing and getting bigger and stronger every day. And she has been kicking, and you can visibly see it on the outside now. I have gotten her a couple times on my phone's camera, but never on my camcorder, and it makes me so angry. But I will try to insert the latest video after this, but before the belly shot. I got about a minute of her moving around and everything like that. And there's a couple strong kicks. They're not very strong yet, but you can see my belly move, and it melts my heart, and I'm so glad that I can feel her move now. I haven't really figured out her pattern lately. Like, there for a while, it was late at night from like 11 until 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and then I would go to sleep, and then she would wake me up between 7 and 9, and she would move until about 1 or 2 in the afternoon. Usually it was closer to 9 when she started moving, but either way, those movements at that time are still there, but they're not like strong, if that makes sense. I think she's most active around 6 to 8 p.m. right now, depending on if I'm doing something. If I'm up doing something and walking around and everything like that, she doesn't move that much. Or at least I can't feel it if she is. But if I'm just laying in bed, relaxing, watching TV, that's when she's really active. The other day when I got the video, I was watching A Cinderella Story with Hilary Duff in it, and she was kicking like crazy that whole movie, so she's gonna be like her mama and like watching those types of movies, but I think that's really it for updates. I have, obviously, like I said, I've been really tired lately. And like I said, I think it's just because of the heat. Today, I got up at, what time was it, 8 o'clock? I think it was 8 this morning. Tim had his dentist appointment. And then he had to go mow a yard, and I had to sit in the vehicle while he mowed this yard, and it took like 2 hours for him to mow it. I was miserable. So I came home and I ended up taking a nap. But it's been a rough day. It is 7:30 at night right now. Oh my gosh. So, I can no longer bend over to tie my shoes. So if I go anywhere, I have to wear flip-flops, or Tim has to help me with my shoes. What else? I think that's really it. I am pretty sure that's it. So, if I can, I will get that video of her moving in right now, and then I will show you guys my belly shot. Alright, so here is my belly at 25 weeks. She's definitely growing. My stomach has gotten harder, like a lot harder. So I think like my uterus moved up. But she's definitely growing. So that makes me really happy. Another development this past week that I've noticed that I forgot to mention, she has been loving my bladder. She's been kicking my bladder a lot, so baby girl is just growing away, and we couldn't be happier. So that is it for this week's bump date. I hope you guys enjoyed, or I should say this month's bump date. I hope you guys enjoyed. I am going to be starting my bi-weekly bump dates here. This next one, it's going to be 3 weeks because I want to post on even weeks when I start my bi-weekly ones. So I will do a bump date for 25, 26, and 27. And then at 28, I will start my bi-weekly. So it'll be 28 and 29, and then 30 and 31, 32 and 33, stuff like that. So this next bump date will be 3 weeks, but I'm getting so excited, and I cannot wait until September for her to be here. So another thing is a lot of people have been asking me what I still need and everything like that, and I don't really need that much. If you guys want to send over some clothes, be sure to try to make them 6 to 9 month summery clothes and bigger, because we have so much newborn to 3 to 6 months. So if you guys wanted to send over clothes, just make them bigger sizes for me and for her. Also, you could go and check out my baby registry on Amazon and do it that way. That is the way I would prefer because our P.O. box is being shut down. We are shutting it down whenever the time runs up, which I think is the end of June. We are closing it because a lot of people, like, we opened it because a lot of people told us that they would be sending us stuff. They wanted to send me mail and cards and stuff like that, and I haven't really gotten any of it. So if you guys would like to send over a package of used clothes or stuff that you bought yourselves, that is fine with me. Just go over to my Facebook group, request to be added into that group, and then send me a message on Facebook, and I will send you guys my address and everything like that. I will be screening those types of messages because I don't want my home address getting out to everybody, but yeah, so if you guys would like to send anything, my baby registry is linked down below, and the Facebook group is linked down below. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel for more bump dates and vlogs, and I'm getting so excited. So but for now, I will see you guys all next week. Bye.